Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to show you guys how to whip up some cold smoked rockfish ceviche. We'll start up by firing up this Traeger grill 165 on super smoke for 15 minutes with the lid closed. Get that smoke rolling. You'll then grab your metal pan, get your ice, and start filling that baby up. You don't need to put as much ice as I did on there, it's not necessary. You'll then grab your lemon, do some medium thin slices. The reason I do this is because I do not want my fish touching raw ice, especially when it's on the smoker. Fresh water mixed with saltwater fish is a bad combo. So this is why I take the time, slice these lemons to keep a nice barrier between the fish and the ice. Make a saltwater brine to rinse off your fillets, and then line a bowl of paper towels. That way you can dry off your fillets to have them as dry as possible. No one wants slimy ceviche. It's just not right. I'd gone out the day before with a couple buddies. We did pretty well on reds, and so I decided to make a nice ceviche. What can you say? You're definitely not limited to rockfish in this recipe. You could use yellowtail, white sea bass, halibut, the list goes on. I would say any kind of saltwater, white meat fish. As long as it's fresh, it'll be alright. Even calico bass, no worries. I start off by cutting these fillets into strips. However you want to cut these into cubes is your own choice, but this is the way I do it, and if you want to copy me and see if it makes it easier for you, then by all means try it out. Now I'll take these strips, flip them the other way, and make some easy cubes. When I'm cutting up these pieces, I'm trying to make sure that they're all relatively the same size. That way they cook consistently and they're all done at the same time, rather than having some small pieces that are overcooked and bigger pieces that are undercooked. If they're all the same size, they get done at the same time. It's all good. Like I was saying earlier, using as much ice as I did in that pan made it a little bit difficult to stack up the fish. So I would say using either a bigger pan that has more surface area to put fish, or just a little bit less ice. But I made this work and it turned out great. Alright, now here's the best part. Put this fish on your Traeger at 165 super smoke for 5 to 7 minutes. Remember, you do not want to cook this fish by any means. This is just to infuse the smoke flavor. Alright, take off the fish and turn the grill up to 500 degrees. It's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes to get that grill up to temp, so you can chop up your lemons and do whatever you got to do in the meantime. Now I'm going to start squeezing these lemons, making sure I don't get any seeds in there because nobody wants a seed in their ceviche. No bueno. It might be easier for you to use some sort of screen or strainer instead of using your hand like that so you don't get burns if you're sensitive or something like that. But if you're camping or whatever, then your hand works fine. Once you're finished squeezing the lemons into the fish, do a once over and make sure you don't have any seeds in there, because I did naturally, and like I said, it's good to keep them out of there. Now it's time to get this fish to start cooking. So I'll cover it up with saran wrap, make sure there's no air in there, and I'll put it in the refrigerator, for the next couple hours while everything's getting ready. Alright, next on the grill will be the lemon, the jalapeno, and the clove of garlic. I also had some slices of lemon that were really hot, and they turned out really good. They were really crispy little chips that were a good snack for the weight. Around 5 minutes at 500 is enough to get some good grill marks on these lemons and crisp up that jalapeno and clove of garlic. Add the juice from the charred lemons into the fish and continue cooking. Grab a fresh piece of plastic wrap and put this fish back on ice or in the refrigerator. You're going to want to let this set up for about 4 to 5 hours. Once this fish is done cooking, I will drain all of the juices and pat dry with a paper towel before adding any ingredients. Alright, now time to dice up some fresh cilantro. And one thing I would recommend to do a little different than I did would be just to use the outer meat of the tomato instead of using all the seeds and the juices like I did. This by no means will ruin your ceviche, but trust me, it'll just make it that much better if you take your time on your tomato. Take your grilled jalapeno and slice it into nice little cubes. Don't forget to add your roasted garlic. Add some onions. I will then squeeze half of an orange onto the ceviche. Season to taste, salt, pepper, garlic salt if you don't have fresh roasted garlic. The medicine that I take made me forget that I roasted the garlic. Oops. After mixing this up, I realized I wanted to add a few more tomatoes. Don't be afraid to switch things up as you go. Thank you again for watching my video. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below.